Hello again, everybody. This is Craig Evans of Autism Hangout, and thank you for tuning into this installment of the Autism Hangout feature program series, Apps for Autism. Today we have a guest returning for the record 5th time. App developer Kyle Tomson has to be one of the most prolific apps for autism builders that's out there today. And I have to admit, it's always a delight to get his email introducing yet another title. And his latest product, Rainbow Sentences, promises to be another winner. Autism Hangout, please welcome today's guest, app developer Kyle Tomson. Kyle, it's so nice to see you back again.
Craig, thanks for having me back again. It's a pleasure.
Well, I know you're doing this full-time now, and I know that you're selling to both schools and parents, and what I'm delighted is that you have a family of products out there. If you were to categorize your family of products, what would you call them?
All of them, I would put under language development.
All language development, and I'm so pleased that people are buying them because I want to keep you in business so you can make more and more titles.
Well, today we're going to be talking about Rainbow Sentences, my latest app. Rainbow Sentences is a grammar app that uses color-coded visual cues to help kids learn how to form grammatically correct sentences. But what makes Rainbow Sentences special is how we go about doing that. You know, color has been used before to teach sentence structure, but what we do is break down the sentences by phrases and then assign colors to each phrase. So for instance, you know, if we're talking about who the sentence is about, all the words that describe the who of a sentence get a color. What are they doing? All of these words get a second color. What are they doing it to? A third. Where are they doing it? A fourth. Why are they doing it? A fifth color. And these phrases form the building blocks of complex sentences. And breaking up sentences this way, rather than by individual words, helps students recognize these basic building blocks and further helps them understand how to combine the parts of sentences to create complex sentences. So it makes sentence structure very intuitive for kids who are struggling.
I understand that your product, this particular product, is like the rest of your products in that you have a built-in reward structure to make sure the kids are enjoying what they're doing.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And the ability to actually come back and monitor your improvement.
Yes, there's statistics to show how the student is progressing, and then a reward system, which I'm going to show you, which is proven to be very, very popular. It's something new that I haven't done before.
Excellent.
So why don't we show it to you so you can see what it's all about.
Let's take a look. Okay, so this is the welcome screen for Rainbow Sentences.
Yeah, so the Rainbow Sentences launches to this page, and we've got a series of switches here that guide the play. The top switches here all are about audio reinforcement. You've got audio instructions and correct answer reinforcement that can be turned on and off. The student can record their correct answer if we have this switch turned on, and then they can save it and they can email their saved recordings. There's 3 levels of sentence complexity, which we will go through as we're showing you the app. Then we've got the visual reinforcement. You can turn the color coding of both the line segments that you drag the words to, as well as the words, on and off. So if you have the color coding on for both of them, then there's color matching, but then you can start, as the student understands, you can start taking the visual supports away. Now, this color themes, I actually have certain colors for each part of the sentence already assigned, but if you want to choose different colors, then you can hit this button and you can create your own custom color themes.
Oh, very good.
And then the word grouping here, when you have the word grouping on, those phrases I was telling you about, the words are now, rather than dragging individual words, you're dragging the entire phrase. The cat, is a phrase that you would drag up. Is walking would be the action phrase that you drag up. And so by turning this on and off, you can really add another lever for adjusting the complexity and difficulty of play. Let me go ahead and go to the play screen so you can see it with level 1 and all the color coding on and the word grouping on.
Very good.
Play.
Drag the words to make a sentence.
All right. So the student is presented an image, and then they're instructed to drag the words to the line segments above. Drag the words, they're spoken to them.
Very fun artwork, by the way.
Yes, I know.
Is sleeping.
So if they have trouble reading, then the words are spoken to them. And then you just drag them up.
Is sleeping.
Okay. After you've dragged the words, then, if you want, you can play the sentence as you have built it. And if you've built it wrong, then it'll play exactly the way you built it. So it gives the students that last opportunity to say, hey, does that sound right? So if I switch these...
The dog.
And then play...
Is sleeping. The dog.
And so they would say, now that doesn't sound right. And then they would go, before they actually say, okay, this is my answer.
The dog.
And then when they think they've got it right, then they hit the I'm done button.
That's right. The correct sentence for this picture is, the dog is sleeping.
So the animation, the rewards that we were talking about, that's this puzzle here. So as they get correct answers, they start earning puzzle pieces. And then when they've earned all the puzzle pieces for a level, then something special happens. And I'm going to show you that in just a little bit.
Okay.
So what goes out of this?
Now let's record the sentence.
And now the student can record the sentence if you have the record feature on. The dog is sleeping. And you can play it. The dog is sleeping. And then you can save it. Call it dog. And then if we go to the archive page, you click on dog, and now you can play it and you can email it, and both the image and the audio file will be emailed. And this is a real popular option and is in a lot of my apps for the kids.
Sure.
So now let's go and start changing some of these settings so you can see how things can get more difficult. So if we turn off the word color coding and we turn off the word grouping in play,
Drag the words to make a sentence.
okay, now these words are no longer color coded. The line segments are still color coded up here to give them the visual cue that, well, blue is the who of the sentence and red is the what, or what are they doing, or the action part of the sentence. But they don't have the color coding down here. So it requires a deeper understanding of sentence structure to get the correct answer.
The children are reading.
Now, let's go ahead and get the incorrect answer here so you can see what happens when they get the wrong answer. So I'm going to switch these two words.
Children.
And go, I'm done.
That's not quite right. Try again.
So the first time they get the answer wrong, they're told that's not quite right, and then the words that they miss animate back down to the bottom. Let's go ahead and build it wrong again, and then see what happens. Because now, when you get it wrong the second time, now a video lesson plays.
This is how to build this sentence. First, we need to know who or what the sentence is about. Then, we need to know what they are doing.
And so they're giving a little video lesson with pictograms so they understand you've got the who is the blue and the what are they doing is red. Okay?
Try again.
And so,
Children are.
and the one thing I want to point out here,
That's right. The correct sentence for this picture is, the children are reading. Now let's record the sentence. Drag the words to make a sentence.
is that now after you get the first one, the first correct answer, you get the puzzle piece. But after that, you have to get 5 correct on the first try before you earn your next puzzle piece.
Oh my.
Tell you how many more you have to go to get that next puzzle piece. So that alone is pretty motivating for the kids. Like,
Sure.
oh, I want at least one more puzzle piece. You know?
Sure.
So now if we go back, just to give you an idea of the realm or the range that you can set the difficulty level, if we go to level 3 and then turn the line color coding off,
Drag the words to make a sentence.
you know, now you've got a lot more words, a lot more line segments, and no color coding. And so when a student can get the correct answer at this level with no color coding and no supports, then they have a very good grasp of sentence structure.
No kidding.
There's a really wide range of how you can set this, from very simple to quite difficult.
That's really a very well demonstrated, graduated system. Well done. Well done.
Now, I do want to show you what happens when you finish a level and you get that last sentence.
Oh my, yeah, he's knocking it out of the park. I like the metaphor.
When kids understand that this is coming, you know, when they earn their first one, there's no stopping. You know, we talked about the stats page. So, you know, this page shows you, you know, how many times it took to get the correct answer, you know, on each level, you know, once, twice, or 3 or more attempts. And you can email these statistics. And so this is a good way to keep track of how a student is performing.
As usual, another well-developed product. So where do people go to get this app, and how expensive is this app?
Well, the app is $7.99. and you can get it on iTunes.
Okay, yeah, very reasonable price. And while they're there, let's name the other products of yours that they should check out.
Well, geez, it's going to be a long list now.
Yes, it
Greg.
is.
Let's see if I can do it in one take. Sentence builder, question builder, story builder, language builder, conversation builder, speech journal, preposition builder, and then rainbow sentences.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Kyle, thank you so much for what you do for our special kids. Thank you for your energy, your enthusiasm, and the quality of your products. So I'm looking forward to seeing your next one.
All right, Craig. Thank you.
Thanks for being on today, and thank you, Autism Hangout. I'll be back again soon with another app for autism.